extend this into a 3-game series? We're about to find that out in whether or not we will go to a game number 3, or will USA continue to proceed to face off against a rematch against Malaysia for that final spot in Group B. This time around, just like what we expected, it is Ayato that's going to be utilizing that CC to go to the gold lane.
Yeah. Exciting. Let's see if the yo-yo is enough to yo-yo them back in this entire series. But I love this Ruby pick, by the way. That Ruby last pick coming in from USA just counters a lot of the melee-centric stuff that Morocco wants to do and keeps them in check inside the real-world manipulation. And immediately, Kenji, in a 3v1 scenario, has the flicker if ever he does want to escape. Uses it immediately. Shark, great initiation out there.
Yeah, I mean, at this point in time, for Morocco, there's been some sort of changes as to how they would be approaching this game. Because as of this moment, you finally have two heroes that could really deal a ton of pressure on towards the United States in the early portions of the game. You have the Matilda, and you also have the Hylos on your side. So engage initiation is indeed not going to be a problem. The only concern that I have here is how a rival can pace himself, especially when he goes up against the Alpha. You mentioned this a while ago, that this could practically not be a really good assassin game, and I feel like as of this moment, compared to game number 1, Super Rival's having a hard time.
Yeah, and then this is just the United States, a 3-man rotation, a literal goon squad looking for the jungler of Morocco. Just 3 people with the Hilda, the Ruby. You don't want to fight that, especially if one of them is level 4. And best player 1 on this game right now, this Alpha, already has the damage to just burst you down. So this might just be a free turtle. I don't see Morocco risking it so much, and that's going to be first turtle of the game. And another engage as well. That's going to be the +1. First blood goes to United States. Make that 2 kills. They're looking for Kenji as well. Shark might just go for that ulti, but doesn't pull the trigger. That's 2 kills and the turtle.
Yeah, this is the difference now for the United States of America. We've seen them kind of like be more assertive as to what they would want to do compared to game number 1, where they were practically hesitant on how they would approach the turtle fights. This time we saw Shark just going at it whenever possible, and there it goes again.
Yup, a blue fight in the purple buff. Best player 1 misses the Spear of Alpha. Big Terrify coming in from Heisenberg, but doesn't really give the purple buff to Morocco. United States keeping up the pressure. They're not even laning anymore, man. They're looking for kills again and again. They know that they have the power spike, and they're forcing it again and again. And now Ayato looks to it to be the next victim, and he's going to be able to walk away. This CC will have the sustain, but the question is, will he be able to stay in lane?
It's just too squishy, man. I thought at this point in time it's just too squishy. I mean, yeah, it's understandable that Ayato is sharing at least a level 5 in terms of damage output with, you know, T, but T has been taking really good care of himself, or should I say he's really been taken care of by the rest of the members of the United States, just because everybody else is not shy in utilizing those skills and ultimates to make sure that the pressure is going to be felt towards the rest of the members of Morocco. Look at them, there they go again, and here goes Chris Combat. I feel like he's going to go down once more.
Chris Combat uses that glorious pathway and the revitalize, lands on 1, the turtle guard. Best player 1 still alive, half HP, sustaining on the heals, and looks like he's gonna get that orange buff as well. This is like the 4th buff that is stolen away from this Nolan, and I do think that he wasn't able to secure that purple buff, or maybe he was able to steal that away, but they were gonna look at their hit. Look at their hero portraits later on to see whether or not it was stolen away, but looks like he will be able to get his purple buff.
Yeah, that was just unfortunate from the side of Morocco. We've seen the Vexana a while ago utilize or use the entire thing, and look at that. That's quite unfortunate. It's just a good thing though that the retribution has been utilized by Super Rival to get his buff, but in exchange of a turtle and the kill going towards the US.
So much happening for United States right now. They're taking in turret plating, they're taking in the turtles, they're also getting kills after those objectives. I think Morocco is just lacking the ability to clean up after the responses that they make. United States has been pulling them again and again with those objectives, only to catch them off guard, out of position right after they get that objective.
Oh, just look at this. Here's going to be another one of those circling eagle attempts as well, and that is not going to go well. Good thing the flicker is going to be there just to save Genji from distress, but you know that the United States are looking forward to this. Here it goes again.
Oh,
my
Spear of
goodness.
Alpha dealing like 3/4 of HP of Morocco out there. Heisenberg almost dying. Thankfully, he did have the Mathilda saving himself, but United States, they're definitely just pushing the pressure again and again. It's already 6 minutes in. Looking at the itemization of everyone, Morocco is yet to secure their second item. They're still on their first items in United States, already about to build their third ones. And this is just a clear indicator of how ahead United States is right now.
And the catalyst towards that has been the US getting most of those objectives. Look at this, White Chicken getting into the bush at the right amount of time, using that extra shield as well. My goodness, outplayed is an understatement. United States just really toying around Morocco as of this moment. What an unfortunate series of events for Ayato and Morocco.
Oh, that could have been a kill for Morocco. That could have been the kill for Ayato, but sadly, the passive shield coming in from the Hilda, coming in clutch for that final few hits of the yo-yo. And now for United States, 2 battles and 2 fronts, and that super rival going down. Here comes the ultimate coming in from Mathilda, but it is a 3v3. They find Kenji instead, and that's going to be a kill once again for USA. 2 people go down for the side of Morocco. Still a perfect game for the boys of NA.
Again, right from the start, the United States have been taking most of the buffs that would go onto the side of Morocco, and because of that, they were unable to invest in the damage output just because the resources are missing. Most of the buffs have been taken by the United States, which disabled them to actually set up more of those team fights and for United States to be more assertive towards making their decisions in the early game. And because of that, we have established towards a 7k gold lead, and not only that, even with the 1v1 team fight, US wins.
Yeah, 1v1 between the junglers. Super Rival goes down once again. This is the second solo kill that we've seen in this entire series, and Best Player 1 definitely showing everyone that he just isn't an assassin one trick, but could also play the alpha. Now in the mid lane, the Beatrix dealing a lot of damage, able to dash out before he gets stunned up. United States not stopping, just continuing to push again and again.
This starts to become a problem for Morocco now, right? Because compared to what you've seen from before, you don't have any sort of wave clear as of this moment, rather than just Heisenberg using the Vexana. CC by Ayato is really going to be good for at least the single turret damage output or the single hero damage output, but in terms of like the wave clear, it's not the best scenario for you. Yes, you do have the speed, but how long can you run from the damage output of the United States?
And the thing is, they have been running. Morocco's been trying to run away from United States again and again just to extend this game. But for the side of USA, they've been going up front again and again. They've been using the Spear of Alpha every time that it's up. Every time Shark has the flicker, he's just up in front, up in the faces of Morocco, looking for that I'm offended. Now he's gonna check the bush here. He's gonna find one. He's probably gonna ulti, but looks like he doesn't pull the trigger for as of now.
Yeah, this is starting to be a really dominating game that arrived in faster motion compared to what we've seen in game number 1. 10k almost by the United States, and they are not very shy upon getting those objectives for themselves. And here they go again. It's Best Player 1 getting another one of those objectives once more without ever utilizing or using that retribution take of his. So now they are freely looking around this one, doing it in quick fashion. The US are going to be getting that first lure, the first major objective in 10 minutes of gameplay almost in Morocco. They're trying to force ways into the map by just going to the top side, but they have more problems to work with around the base.
Well, at least they traded the Lord for something. They got a turret in the top side, but now they're gonna have to defend against this Lord. No kills on the board just yet for Morocco. In United States, they have all of the battle spells that they need to start a fight. One big flicker play could be the start of it. Real world manipulation already used as well. The Lord is still pushing down the mid lane. The inhibitor turret still up. Super Rifle in the back. Spear of Alpha doesn't really land, but that's already one inhibitor down. It looks like the Hylos will be falling as well.
Yeah, the Hylos is now down. Chris Combat's gonna have at least 20 seconds to be able to stay alive, but there it goes again. There's Heisenberg landing on towards the rest of the members in, but there goes Shark with a offended combo. 4 heroes are down, Super Rival left, and it seems like the country, the team that's gonna be moving forward, is none other than the United